Story 1. The passenger who wasn't in the app. It was late summer of 2020 around midnight when I accepted what looked like a regular Uber trip. The pickup was at a quiet side street. No lights, no people. A man stepped out from the shadows, dressed neatly, but something about him felt off. As soon as he got into the car, I glanced at the app. No name, no photo, no destination. Just a blank screen where the trip details should have been. I asked where he was headed. He smiled without answering, then finally muttered an address I didn't recognize. My gut screamed to cancel, but I kept driving. Halfway there, I noticed the GPS rerouting on its own. When I looked back at him, he was staring directly at me in the mirror, not blinking, just smiling. I pulled into a gas station, pretending to need fuel. The second I stopped, I told him the ride was over. He didn't argue, just stepped out quietly and vanished into the dark. When I checked the app again, there was no record of any ride. Story 2, the writer who came back in the early 2021. I picked up a young woman heading home from a party. She was polite, a little tipsy, and the trip seemed normal. I dropped her at her house, watched her walk up to the door, and ended the ride. Not even 5 minutes later, I saw her silhouette in the mirror. She was sitting in the back seat again. I swear I never heard the door open. I turned around, startled, and she smiled as if nothing was strange. "Can you take me somewhere else?" she whispered. I agreed just to keep things calm, but my heart was pounding. The new location she gave me was a dead-end street with no houses. I pulled over, said I couldn't go further. When I looked back again, the seat was empty. The trip log on my phone still showed completed, but I'll never forget how cold the back seat felt. Story 3. The window at 2 a.m. I deliver for Uber Eats on weekends. Last fall, I dropped off an order at a small apartment complex. The customer didn't answer, so I left the food at the door, snapped a photo, and drove off. Easy. At 2 a.m. that night, I heard tapping on my bedroom window. When I pulled the curtain back, the same man I delivered to was standing outside, smiling, holding the empty takeout bag. I froze. He didn't say a word, just tapped the glass again. I called the police, but by the time they arrived, he was gone. They found shoe prints in the mud under my window, leading straight back to the street. I don't do late-night deliveries anymore. Story 4. The Uber that wasn't my girlfriend and I were leaving a concert in 2019 when our Uber arrived, or so we thought. Same car model, same color. We hopped in without thinking. The driver never greeted us, just started driving fast. No GPS running, no Uber screen on his phone. I quietly texted the real driver from the app. He messaged back, "I'm here at the pickup spot. Where are you?" My blood went cold. The man driving us wasn't our Uber. I asked him to stop, but he kept going. Finally, I yelled that I was calling the cops. He slammed the brakes, cursed at us, and sped off the moment we got out. That night taught me, never get in before checking the license plate.